Osinbajo growing campaign. Tinubu camp foams over Buhari's silence. Welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. The camp of a national leader of All Progressive Congress, APC, has raised observation of the what it at the weekend called the high-profile political movement of Vice President Yemi Osinbajo for the 2023 presidential race, which it claimed may have been sanctioned by President Muhammadu Buhari. Well, sincerely on this particular issue, it is no longer no longer news that issues concerning election has become the most discussed in all platforms. You know, despite the killings and the senseless killing going on in the southeast, you know, the insurgency in the northern region, even in the southwest, the herdsmen and farmers clashing. At the end of the day, election in Nigeria come 2023 has become the most discussed issue everywhere within the country. Now, we all know that the Jagaban of Lagos, in the person of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, actually came out and he actually said he wants to run for presidency, that it has been his lifelong ambition. And of course, the vice president also came out to say, oh, it is actually his dream. Everybody come out and say, oh, they want to run. My own is at the end of the day, they want to run for presidency, right? At the end of the day, do they want to confuse this man? Do they? Yes. Do they want to confuse him? Let's note that it is not only Jagaban that has told the president that he wants to contest. Yemi Osinbajo has also told the president, or except he has not, the person of Ojuzokalu have told the president, the person of Governor Dave Umahi has told the president, and some other people who have actually told the president. And I'm asking myself this particular question. Like, do they want to confuse him? Let them leave the man alone. Sincerely. Coming out to confirm or to say that, you know, Buhari has sanctioned the Osinbajo's president in his group now, because he also declared his interest in becoming, you know, the #1 citizen of Nigeria. If they're coming out to sanction Osinbajo, I think reasons are going to be attached to it. We're not going to just take from hearsay. Let's find out the details, the news in details. Please stay tuned. Sources in the Tinubu camp believe Osinbajo may be the secret weapon Buhari mentioned in his recent television interview. The president had during the interview declined to name his candidate for the 2023 presidential election, saying the experience may come to harm if he did so. The comply by the Tinubu camp came against the background of high-level endorsements and gesticulations by canvassers of Vice President's alleged 2023 presidential aspiration. The endorsements have been especially manifest in the north and recently moved downwards to the south, with Delta State at its first launch pad. The Tinubu camp, which was vowed not to raise the issue with the presidency, is however miffed on how Osinbajo's name has been mentioned and projected everywhere for the 2023 presidential election, with his boss, Buhari, looking the other way. You cannot tell me that the president does not know anything about this and that his deputy is being worked up to take his office and he's ignorant. No. A highly placed confidant of Tinubu revealed yesterday. In rebuffing the report, he said Osinbajo was fixed on delivering assignments as handed to him by the presidency. However, the Tinubu camp remained nonplussed over what is alleged as a secret agenda, with the source saying, how can a subordinate be moving about like that as if you have anointed him for your office? You send him here and there to expose him. If you have a wife and she's misbehaving, who am I to complain when you, the husband, are indifferent? So we will keep on watching. Mating. Asked if Osinbajo and Tinubu had met over the vice president's reported aspiration, the source, who ordinarily should know, replied curtly, I do not know, but you should know. The worries of the Tinubu camp, it was learned, have been worsened by the deterring procrastination of the APC to hold a national convention to elect a new set of national officers. It was gathered that at the weekend, the presidency might have started reviewing its options for the national chairman of the party following the deadlock that has stemming the convocation. One of the principal factors is the claim that Tinubu's hand was all over the nominees, including Senator Tanko Al-Makura, who had been considered the favorite of the presidency. One source revealed 3 names outside the declared aspirants to include a former minister in the Buhari regime who was also a principal officer in the House of Representatives from the North Central. Others mentioned as possible favorites of Buhari are Mr. Rotimi Amechi, Transportation Minister, Kayode Fayemi, Ekiti Governor, Babatunde Fashola, Works and Housing Minister, and the Minister of State for Education, Emeka Wajuba. Endorsement. Apparently, not having gotten the endorsement of Buhari at their meeting last week, the Tinubu's team, it was further gathered, is determined to press for a level playing field as its minimum demand. However, the camp has vowed not to complain to the president over the issue, with associates of the APC national leader asking for a level playing ground for all aspirants in the contest for presidential ticket. If they continue like this, we are not tied to the apron strings of a party. At least Asiwaju has a political history. A source said, as he noted, that the kind of political marriage that brought up the APC was possible should Atiku Abubakar also be pushed out of the People's Democratic Party. And Atiku Associates dismissed the claim yesterday. We know where the talk is coming from. Yes, Asiwaju has strong pillars in the APC, and it is easy to assert that he could join Waziri Atiku to form an unbeatable alliance. But Atiku does not have that perspective. Atiku is abiding in PDP, whatever the case is. The Atiku Associate said in rebuffing insinuation of an Atiku-Tinubu alliance. Well, at the end of the day, we want somebody who is competent. So, the group of Tinubu's group is actually saying that the presidency is quiet over Osinbajo's. Well, I don't know politically. I'm totally, sincerely apolitical. Is this a problem? Is it a problem? I don't think it is. But if it is, as in, for the vice presidency to still be on seats and contesting for the presidency, sincerely, I have no clue. But at the end of the day, the thing is, people will still get to make their choices. Okay, on this note, we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. And until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of the day.